good to see you. Are you ready to take the adventure of cruising to the max?
Yes.
Well, you're in the right place. It's time to hop aboard with Royal Caribbean.
Yes.
Love it.
Amazing. From the freshly launched Star of the Seas to a coastal cruise adventure in and out of New York on firm favourite Independence of the Seas, we have something for everybody.
Yeah, we certainly do. The biggest treats on board with Royal, the cruise line for every single one of you watching. And we'll get started now as we join the newly amplified Liberty of the Seas, who will be cruising in and out of Southampton from May to October. And our next offer is her repositioning from the UK at the end of that season out to Texas, meaning that when you join on the 16th of October, you've got 15 nights of cruise to look forward to, which is well above the average itinerary, which is great. Particularly if you've never done the ship before, 15 nights is like you can really get your teeth into that. And there's so much to do, isn't there?
Oh, 15 nights, especially with the sea time that you're going to enjoy, the days at sea on Liberty with her new amplification. It's just going to be fantastic. You've got a lot of the firm Royal Caribbean signatures to enjoy on board, such as the rock climbing wall, which of course across the fleet is one of the things a lot of cruisers look forward to. Or maybe you've never tried it before, but you have to give it a go for sure. And you can ring the bell at least when you get to the top. Just, you know, a little bit of a challenge, never hurt anyone. But there's so much more to enjoy on board. You've got the Perfect Storm water slide, where you can plunge through 3 stories of dual racer slides, the Typhoon and the Cyclone. There's ice skating on board this ship as well on Studio B, which also hosts incredible ice shows. And again, we're talking about the level that you'd go and see it. You know, when you book the big shows at Christmas, maybe taking the family, it costs you hundreds of pounds. It's all included for you on board in your cruise fare. I love that. Outdoor movie nights as well, obviously weather permitting, but with the itinerary on offer, you are going to have, they do have an opening and closing roof for the solarium, so it makes it easier for you depending on the weather as well. The Flow Rider, you can ride the waves on the surf simulator. Look, there's the ice skating rink. So much fun to be able to do that at sea, for sure. You've got the Liberty Dunes mini golf, and again, this is included for you too. And here are some of the incredible shows you can expect to see. Award-winning shows on Royal Caribbean. They are utterly spectacular. They're so impressive. You've got Saturday Night Fever, which is a featured show that's been on Broadway in the West End, and you've got no ticket price. You're not paying £70, £100, whatever it would cost for you and your other half to go. It's all included for you, which is
flares
wonderful.
out.
Get your flares out. Well, they do have a 70s night, by the way. They usually do 70s, 80s.
Fabulous.
So you can, if you've got costumes with you, dress up to the nines and get in the spirit of it with the cruise staff team for sure. Silent disco, parades through the atrium. It is so much fun. Now we're cruising out of Southampton, and a day at sea will see us into fabulous Vigo in Galicia, which is such a lush green port, this one, and you can really dive into Galicia's culture and cuisine here. Maybe take an excursion to Santiago de Compostela, one of Europe's major pilgrimage sites. Then it's Lisbon, where trams climb sunlit hills and fado melodies echo through the ancient lanes. I mean, it's a really magical capital, this one, for sure. The Belém Tower and Jerónimos Monastery is a lovely excursion to do when you're in Lisbon. Next up, we're into Funchal. Funchal is utterly charming, and being that it's part of the islands of Portugal, has a whole different vibe to Lisbon. And you might want to head out on the cable car ride and the toboggan ride. And then we're going to be cruising the Atlantic and arriving in Houston. We have a problem. No, we don't have a problem. You're going to be disembarking for 3 nights at a hotel in Houston, which is great. And we've included a free excursion with your choice to choose between Houston and NASA Space Center tour or Houston downtown 6 food tastings tour. Gosh, that would be hard to decide because they both sound amazing. But you could do one of the things on your own. You could probably book that as a separate excursion if you went. You've got to go to NASA though. You've just got to do it. It's iconic, isn't it? This is, you know, Houston's really interesting. It's where Southern hospitality meets world-class adventure. And it's, you know, above and beyond the excursions that we've listed. You've got lots of lovely green spaces, wonderful shopping, great outlet malls, and really good Southern cooking as well. And during this incredible itinerary, you've got loads of days at sea to enjoy the ship and do all of the things we've mentioned, you know, all of those additions that Royal Caribbean is known for. So a picture-perfect itinerary, starting off in Southampton on your doorstep, heading through northern Spain, then into lovely Portugal, both Lisbon and the islands, into Houston.
Yeah, actually, those of you who have been around for a few years with us here at Cruise1st TV will know, right in our early days actually, and Cruise1st were doing it for years and years and years before, doing the big transatlantic crossing. It always used to be on Independence of the Seas, didn't it, from Southampton out to the States, and you just get a longer cruise, which is great, which means with Royal Caribbean, there's never a dull moment anyway. You've got all of those whizzy-bang activities, as I like to call them, the slides, the flow rider and all that kind of fun stuff. It's great. You just get to enjoy more of it. Remember, there's so much included. Joe touched on it there. Amazing included dining, those fabulous big production shows. I mean, Saturday Night Fever, thank you very much, without having to buy a ticket, all included in your price. And this kind of offer is legendary here at Cruise1st because we work together with Royal Caribbean on one of these repositioning cruises to get you the best value for money. So it's 15 nights on board the newly amplified Liberty of the Seas, and then when you arrive at the end, you arrive into Galveston in Texas, and you've got 3 nights in Houston, 3 nights in a hotel staying there, and your choice of 2 different tours while you are there, and the flight back to the UK for a price tag which, again, I have to say, I think back over the last, it's more than 10 years now, Mr. P, isn't it, that we've been here on the telly. I think back to 8, 9, 10 years ago, and we were looking around about the same kind of price. And you think, I mean, that was a long time ago. The world was a very different place back then. And look, our prices are still absolutely brilliant. I mean, even that just for a 15-night full-board cruise with Royal Caribbean feels like it's unheard of. Feels like it's that needle in a haystack. But then you've got your 3 nights in Houston on top of that and the flight back. You'll need to be very, very quick with this one. Deposits today of just £199 each, but take advantage of it because this price tag, I'm going to say it's pure insanity for what you are getting. It is great. And remember, this ship has just been, or will have been, just newly amplified because she's doing a whole season in Southampton from April through to October. And then this is the cruise where she's off on her winter holidays in the sun. And you've got ports on this itinerary as well. You're going to Spain, you're going to Portugal, you're going to Madeira before you have that crossing of the Atlantic across to Galveston. It's amazing, honestly. I rest my case, Your Honour. Get yourself on the phone lines. Here's everything that's included. It is Royal Caribbean cruising for 15 nights. If it were just that, and we didn't include the stay in Houston, and we didn't include the flight back, that price for 15 nights of Royal Caribbean full board cruising is brilliant. I mean, you will know that. A lot of you will be going, wow, that is really good. That is well worth getting into the diary right now. And you can, because deposits are just £199 each. You've got your upgrade prices as well. I mean, even $399 more for a 15-night cruise on Royal Caribbean to go to balcony is an absolute steal. It's absolutely brilliant. It's almost like, for me, I think it's almost as good as, going into somewhere like your favourite chocolate shop and getting that really, really smart box of chocolates that, like 15 quid, where we're talking here. Batons and truffles, where we're talking. If that one box for £15, they said when you went to go to the till to pay for it, here's another couple of boxes just for nothing. It feels as good as that. So jump on the phone lines as quickly as you possibly can because it really is a great deal. 0800 953 4700. And if you have never taken a cruise holiday before and you've heard about Royal Caribbean and you fancy this as an opportunity, honestly, nothing should stop you because there's so much to look forward to.
When you choose to cruise, you'll experience one of the best value holidays with so much included as standard. Your floating resort will take you to multiple destinations in one trip, where you'll wake up to a new view every day and only have to unpack once. Your ensuite accommodation will have everything you need to feel right at home, with a daily servicing provided by your personal cabin steward. Around the ship, you'll have the opportunity to take part in various activities, which can include quizzes, dance classes, game shows, movie screenings, lectures, and much more. If that sounds too much, then feel free to relax, unwind, and watch the world go by in a solarium or around one of the pools, or even in a hot tub. If you're cruising as a family, then the little ones will be well taken care of, with a range of kids clubs available for all ages from morning till late. Plus, no matter what the age, everyone can have a thrilling time with rock climbing walls, zip lines, water parks, skating, simulators, and even bumper cars. When it comes to food, you'll never go hungry on a cruise, with options available right around the clock. Enjoy fine dining with waiter service in one of the main restaurants, or opt for something more casual in the self-service buffet. There's always snacks and room service available too. And as the sun goes down, that's when the ship really comes to life. Every evening, you'll be spoilt for choice when it comes to entertainment. From Broadway-style shows in the lavish theatre to live music, comedy, karaoke and silent discos, as well as onboard nightclubs, allowing you to dance the night away. So if you want more holiday for less money, make sure you choose to cruise.
It's what everyone should be doing, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, take the headaches, take the stress out of your holidays by trying a cruise. Just try one is what I would say to you. How many programs are there on the TV at the moment that, like every other celebrity at the moment, has got a series on telly about cruising, haven't they?
Yeah.
And you know what? You've been watching those as well, right? I guess. And they are brilliant. And life is so much fun. And so many things happen that you don't expect to happen. They're not in the brochure. They're not even on the TV show. When you get on board, those things that happen spontaneously, they're the best things, because they're the things that stay there forever.
Right, it's so true. Yeah, you never know what is going to happen in the very best way possible.
Yes.
Next, we're going to join one of Royal's most loved ships, the Independence of the Seas, or Indy as most people know her. Next September, she'll be waiting to take you on a 9-night coastal cruise adventure. She happens to be waiting in New York, so we'll fly you there on the 1st of September for a 2-night hotel stay.
Lovely.
Lovely. Well, lovely time to visit as well, because it's still summer, and I love Manhattan in the summertime. There's nowhere quite like it. Of course, the gardens are in bloom, so Central Park going to be incredible. Just walking through, taking in those warm summer vibes. You know, the best way to explore New York is walking from district to district and getting a real flavor for it. You know, Times Square, Central Park, Brooklyn Bridge, top of the Rock, top of the Empire State Building. Then time to cruise on board Independence of the Seas for 9 nights. And you might have had an experience on Indy cruising out of the UK. How amazing to cruise out of one of the best sailorways on earth, out of Manhattan, underneath the Brooklyn Bridge, past the Statue of Liberty. Oh, it's unforgettable. And what is going to be unforgettable is this wonderful coastal cruise too, one of my favorite itineraries of all time. So it's a real buzz, this itinerary, for sure. You've got a brilliant water park on board. So if you're cruising with the kids or grandkids, loads of water slides, water cannons. There's even an escape room, so you can solve a series of over 50 puzzles set by the Royal Puzzle Society. There we go. I think that would be lots of fun. Escape rooms are brilliant, actually, and especially if you are with the family. And laser tag, where it's the bots versus the aliens and glow-in-the-dark adventure. Perfect Storm, which is fantastic racing slides, and including a head-first mat slide. Flow Rider, the 12-meter long surf simulator for all ages and abilities, and ice skating as well. I mean, my goodness, they pack in the entertainment on Royal Caribbean, as you very well know if you've cruised before. Mini golf as well is included. Outdoor movie screen. I think that's going to be so much fun on those summer nights. You know, the Royal Promenade, this is a lovely, as we saw just pictured there, the Royal Promenade has got shops and restaurants, and they do parades, they do special events. They might have 70s or 80s night there run by the cruise staff. They might do a silent disco. You can see, look at this. That's for Mardi Gras, I believe. So depending on your itinerary, you will have not only a specific buffet night or barbecue night out on deck that will be tailored towards that itinerary and the celebration of that part of the world, but you'll also have probably theme nights, you know, correlating to that. Things like White Hot Party too. So they always surprise you on Royal Caribbean. It's so much fun for sure. And talking of food, yes, restaurants are abundant. You've got the Windjammer, which is the signature buffet, and that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You could be eating up there. You know, anytime you like. They're open 24 hours too, which is wonderful. But look at the theatre. I mean, we don't realise it, but you've got Grease on board, by the way. Yes, the Grease, one of the most famous stage shows of all time. You get to watch it for free. You don't realise this, but the calibre of shows on board, if you've never cruised before, you'll be surprised, because it is very, very much in tune with what you'd experience in the West End. It just is. And you get to experience it for free. So really, the value just never stops when you're on Royal Caribbean. It really never stops. So we're cruising out of New York, New York, on this epic adventure. And first up, we're going to be heading to gorgeous Boston, Massachusetts. Your adventure begins here, where American history meets modern charm. And you might want to take an excursion, such as the scenic Boston City Tour, where you'll get to explore the Freedom Trail, Beacon Hill, and the iconic waterfront of the city. A little bit of everything. Next up, Portland, Maine awaits us, a seaside gem. It's known for its rugged beauty and its coastal flavour. Lovely lighthouses. You've also got places to go and enjoy one of the famous delicacies, which is the lobster roll. We've got an overnight on board in St. John's here, New Brunswick, which is gateway to the legendary Bay of Fundy, home to the world's highest tides. Now, as you know, as it gets darker, as the lights go down, you might want to spend the night on board and just look at the lovely harbour while enjoying dinner in one of the wonderful restaurants on the ship. We've got Sydney next in Nova Scotia, a gateway to Celtic history and rugged coastal beauty. As you see, it really has that familiarity with landscapes back home, which is so interesting. You discover the 18th century fortress of Louisburg here on a shore excursion. We have a day at sea back into New York, where you'll disembark, and we will fly you back to the UK. What an itinerary, and one of my favourite itineraries of all time.
And this could be your big summer holiday, couldn't it?
Yeah. Because
you've got the weather, haven't you? I mean, New York in September, pretty good weather over there. Actually, all the way through this itinerary as well. Very, very nice indeed. And if you like to take one tremendous summer holiday, this could be it. It could be that other family members are coming with you as well. Of course, as you saw in the footage on board, there's a lot for all ages, from there to anyone really. There's so many great things, and there's lots of grown-up things to do as well. There's lots there for the kids, and they love it. They absolutely love it. So if you're a big family group, this is amazing, because there really is something for everyone. You can book this today as well with a deposit of just £199 each, which is brilliant. And given the fact that staying in New York is part of this holiday as well, check this out. So good. The value here, again, is amazing. I mean, people say to me all the time, how do Cruise1st do these deals? It's because we're booking on behalf of so many people at the same time. That gives you a much bigger buying power. And of course, we're not taking a booking fee from you as part of that, which is great. Deposits today, £199 each. And remember, you can tailor this as you want to, just by talking to one of the team when you come through and book. But this, as it is, includes your return flights to New York, 2 nights in a hotel there, and your 9 nights of Royal Caribbean cruise on Independence of the Seas. Indy, as a lot of you know her as. Maybe you've taken Indy cruises many, many years ago. Maybe it was 10, 12 years ago that you took an Indy cruise. Well, go back. She's changed as well. She's been kept refreshed and updated, and she's got everything everybody wants. Such a popular ship, crammed with favourites that Royal Caribbean almost have to have on every single ship. It's wonderful. The most amazing entertainment we just saw there. The production show for Greece is part of this as well, without having to buy a ticket. The activities they do, the good times, the parades, the restaurants, the food, the fun, everything as you go cruising to Boston, to Maine, to New Brunswick with the overnight there in St. John, and then on to Nova Scotia before heading back into New York for the flight back. Everything about this is so complete, and you can tailor it further if you want to. Here's everything that's included, you lucky people. I say that all the time because this is an itinerary I would love to do. Never been to New York, never been to Canada, never done Canada and New England. That kind of wonderful coastline would be great to do. I hear all the time about just how special the sail away is out of New York, going past the Statue of Liberty. It's another pinch me moment in life, isn't it? There are so many. I mean, I just had some recently, just going to Venice again and standing in St. Mark's Square, taking a water taxi there. Those kind of experiences you hold on to, you love, remember, you feel richer for them as well. So this is amazing, really, really good. So grab it now with your low deposit, £199 each today, to get that in the diary for the 1st of September. It's wonderful. 0800 953 4700. It's great, isn't it, to have holidays that are booked.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the greatest feeling ever.
Yes. They say apparently having a holiday or a trip on the horizon is one of the biggest boosts of natural dopamine that you can get.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And I don't need to buy it online either, in a jar or a tablet. Right, Royal Caribbean, of course, brings us the biggest ships in the world, and the latest of those, Star of the Seas, is already enjoying fabulous adventures, which you could be booking right now, like this Caribbean Dream for November. But this holiday starts with a rather thrilling roller coaster ride or three, because we're flying you to Orlando first to enjoy a 7-night hotel stay.
Wonderful.
I tell you what, bring it on.
Yes, bring it on. Now, Mr. P's just been out to Orlando for lots of adventures. Now, 7 nights, gosh, where imagination and adventure never take a back seat, because there's so much. You can spend your mornings chasing thrills at Walt Disney World or Universal Orlando Resort, and your afternoons just chilling by the pool or maybe doing a spot of shopping. Sounds ideal to me, because you're there in November, but Orlando's still going to be pretty sunny and lovely weather most of the time. So you can explore the Icon Park on International Drive as well, perhaps dine in Disney Springs, take a trip out to Kennedy Space Center down in Port Canaveral for a close-up look at real rockets. That's very interesting too. And every day in Orlando there's something different to see and explore and enjoy, and even all the theme restaurants you'll find. Legoland as well, SeaWorld too. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Then it's across to Port Canaveral, where you will get to be one of the first cruisers to enjoy the brand new Star of the Seas for 7 nights. Oh, wow, this is exciting. You know what? She was only just launched, and she's second in the Icon class, the biggest ships in the world. So the fastest, tallest, and longest water slides at sea, the most expansive pool area at sea, the largest ice arena at sea, and they have the Aquadome as well, which is a tranquil spot to enjoy by day. It's the place to enjoy the Aquadome divers. You get to watch those shows too. Acrobats, robots, slackliner shows. Wow, it just looks incredible, doesn't it? Tons and tons of dining and drinking options, of course, as well on offer for you. Aquadome Market with food stalls like crepes, mac and cheese, sandwiches. This is all just part of the Aquadome. I haven't even left the Aquadome yet. Then there's Central Park, of course, where you can actually got lots of different restaurants in Central Park too. But it's so much fun. You've got these really cool kind of pop-up, entertainment destinations on board ship as well, not just the main theatre. Obviously, with a ship at this scale and size, there's loads of other entertainment venues. I touched on the Water Ballet or the Water Theatre, and that's just going to be epic for sure. Lots of different neighbourhoods as well. You've got Thrill Island. It's a great place for the whole family, with lots of things to see and do. You've got the Royal Promenade as well. You've got Surfside. You've got the Sweet Neighbourhood. Now, we are cruising out of Port Canaveral, and we're going straight into a perfect day at Coco Cay. Now, this is Royal Caribbean's private island, built for every kind of adventure for you. It actually has a huge water park, 1,500 feet of slides to enjoy, with whether it's just you or the family or just you and your partner. Lots of dining options as well. In fact, by the way, this is North America's tallest water slide in that park. You can float through the lazy river. That's a fun thing. Enjoy some incredible zip lining, or perhaps up and away in the helium balloon. How cool would that be? Dive beneath the waves on a short snorkeling excursion, because of course you're in the Bahamas, so you get to see some of the best marine life on Earth. Or perhaps just sitting poolside, sipping a cocktail in your own private, we'll say poolside, oceanside, in your own private cabana. Wow. There's the Oasis Lagoon as well, with a swim up bar. I mean, it's just your own personal paradise. Then we're into Charlotte Amalie in gorgeous St. Thomas, where crystal waters meet lush green hills in the US Virgin Islands. Take a catamaran excursion to Turtle Cove here, where you can snorkel with sea turtles, which is unforgettable. Then it's Phillipsburg and St. Martin. Two nations share one spectacular island here. You might want to take an excursion to Mahu Beach and feel the rush of low-flying planes. You got to hold on. You really do. It's very fun. A couple of days at sea will see us back into Port Canaveral, where you'll disembark, and we will fly you back to the UK, unless you want to stay a little bit longer, in which case speak to the team and they can talk about onward adventures from Orlando, perhaps.
Just love this. I am sitting literally on the edge of this couch thinking, okay, this goes 2 days before my birthday. I haven't got anything yet in November's diary for next year. This would be perfect for me as well. I mean, I can tell you right now, going to Orlando is so thrilling. It's so fantastic. There's so much there to do, even if you're not at all into theme parks and whatever. It's just a wonderful place to be. There's so much to do in and around Orlando. You are there in November, so you're away from here for a start, in November's weather here. You're in Orlando in mostly sunshine, pretty good weather as well at that time of the year as well, for a whole week. And then you've got a week on Star of the Seas and you're going around the Caribbean. I mean, there couldn't be more to love if you wanted and tried to in this offer. Let me show you the price tag, and it's just over 2 weeks of holiday. When you think about, oh my word, actually stop thinking, don't think about this. If you like the idea of getting on one of these wonderful biggest ships in the world, they're amazing. I mean, literally, if you never got off this ship, you'd just be like, oh, this is the most incredible holiday. You know, it's blue sky outside and sunshine, and here I am, and there is just so much to do. You might not even do everything in a week, and don't worry about that, because you'd always come back for another one. Your deposit on this, by the way, is just £199 each. And again, this is crazy prices for what you're enjoying here, because this includes your flights to and from Orlando, a week's hotel stay there on International Drive, which is great, and we can help you with theme park tickets as well with that, so talk to the team about that when you book. And then in and out of Port Canaveral, you've got your 7 nights on the Icon Class latest edition Star of the Seas in the Caribbean, including that perfect day at Coco Cay as well. So start calling around the family, decide who's going, and get this booked today. It's well worth it. I tell you now, the numbers here, they speak for themselves. Here's everything that's included, you lucky people. And if you want to upgrade as well, I mean, look at that. It's just £99 more to go ocean view. Balcony's not that far away either, and you've got such a massive choice of balconies as well, because this ship is very, very different to a lot of other classes of ship. You can have balconies that face out to sea. You can have balconies that face into the central areas of the ship, like the Royal Promenade, like Central Park. You can have a balcony which overlooks Central Park. So if you're the ultimate nosy parker like I am, brilliant, brilliant for people watching. You will love it. And these ships are phenomenal. You know, don't worry about the size thing at all, because you very easily get your bearings on these ships. I tell you, it's easier than you think. You will love it. So give us a call right now and get it booked. 0800 953 4700. And that goes also if you want to be booking, you know, Icon of the Seas, you know, all the Royal Caribbean ships, and there are the best part, I think it's the best part of 30 ships they've got, isn't it? Maybe even more. Who knows at any one given day. They're all on the website. So Cruise1st.tv. Again, if you've seen an offer elsewhere, on telly or anywhere, give us a call as well with other people's prices, and we'll see what we can do to match or beat. In most cases, we can do that because our relationship with the major cruise lines is so, pardon the pun, watertight. Honestly, so good. It's well worth doing.
I like that, watertight.
Yes.
It is, yeah. We are absolutely there to provide you with the best options when it comes to your holiday, and just make it so easy for you to book, not even having to really lift a finger other than making that phone call and talking to one of our incredibly well-versed members of the team who will just, you know, they just hit the nail on the head every single time.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing. And if it's something that they need to work out for you, they'll do it. This is what we're here for.
Absolutely. Thanks for your company as always. Stick around.